it is 5:43 here in Royal Oak, Michigan. Dropping off some steel bar. Here's what I have. It's hard for me to even see with the sun. It's bright here in Michigan. I'm going to be backing into this door right here. There's a truck in there right now. I've already checked in, so as soon as they pull out, then I go in and then they can unload me. I've got a pre-plan picking up tomorrow in Monroe, Michigan. It's about an hour south of here. Well, it's about 57 miles south of here, but with Detroit traffic, it'll take, well, it says it's an hour to get there. Let's see. So you can see where I'm at and where I get to go tomorrow. And then that load delivers on the 12th to go to Illinois. Let's see if I can figure this out. Savannah. I may have been there before. I don't recall. The names tend to get mixed up after a while. I know I'd been here one other time, and after I got done here, they don't. The funny thing is, our load assignment says there's parking, but there's signs that say no parking everywhere. I don't know where this supposed truck parking is, but it's not here. But last time I was here, there's a place down the road that I discovered on Google Maps, and I parked there. I think it's next to a I guess it doesn't really matter what it's next to. But I want to say Taco Bell, and it's behind a shopping center, and it's easy to get into and then come out of, so that'll probably be where I'm going today after I finish unloading this. And then I'll start my day tomorrow. My appointment's not until 8 o'clock, but I'm going to get up at 6 and head there, because I can, most places you can show up an hour early and still not be considered early, or too early that it's an inconvenience for them. They don't have overnight parking at that facility. Otherwise I might attempt to drive there. I've probably been to this place, but I don't remember, and because I don't remember, I can't guesstimate. All I can do is go from here and go there, go into Savannah, and I don't have to tarp, and it's 46,895 pounds worth of bars, and it's only 400 miles from that location, 50 miles away to the delivery. So I'll end up with, I'm gonna say 460 miles tomorrow, which ain't too bad. But it delivers on Friday in Savannah, Illinois, and I live in Illinois, so as long as they get me a load that goes by the house, I'll be set. We'll see. We shall see, because sometimes I've gotten these loads in areas where I thought, hey, if I can just get a load home or goes by the house, that'll be great. But I'll get these loads that will deliver on after the weekend, that deliver like in Tennessee, and it's somewhat in the opposite direction of my house, but it's in these are go home loads because I'm so close, but it kills my out of route. I know the first day of the new quarter where my PFP is concerned, I got a route, I got something I picked up in Indiana, and it delivered in Kentucky. But with the way it routed, yeah, it just crushed my out of route mileage for the new quarter. But it was only one assignment that was like that, so I mean it averages out after a while. But I really dislike those ones that are like huge amounts of miles out of route that could end up upsetting my pay for performance. It's a little bit warm. I haven't turned on the AC in the back. I should do that, but almost like, oh, that truck's pulling out, so it's going to be my turn. See? He's pulling out. My turn. Well, I dropped off my load of steel. My next appointment is at 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's 8 o'clock in the morning. They don't have parking there, so this is my secret parking spot that I parked at last time I delivered at this particular facility, because even though the assignment says there's parking, there is no parking there, especially when they have no parking signs everywhere. They may have on occasion, I don't know, had a driver or two park somewhere if they run out of hours, but I highly doubt it. Okay, behind this red dumpster, see all the tires? I believe there's a CrossFit facility or a fitness facility there, because every once in a while you'll see people run out the parking lot to those yellow things and then run back. And they got some big tires by the door. They probably flipped those. But the reason I kind of knew that this might be an available parking spot is, one, there's no sign saying trucks can't park here. Two, on Google Maps, last time I looked to park here because I was going to be out of hours, there was trucks in the satellite images. So, I mean, it's a nice quiet neighborhood, and then, you know, the back of the store. So it was, I try not to park in areas where they may be hostile towards truck drivers or trucks being parked there. So, but this had there are no signs indicating that it is a hostile environment here. So, but that's pretty much it for today. I'm going to Monroe, Michigan in the morning, and then off to Savannah, Illinois. And let's see if I can move around a little bit more. I know that makes some people see. It's a mysterious event. That's what I'm talking about. See, if I had a place like that to go to every day after truck driving, then I would be exercising as well. But there's only a limited amount of things you can do with your truck. Like, I could go run this parking lot, but then I'm going to be a sweaty mess, and I don't have a shower in the back of my truck. And it's always nasty to get in your truck all sweaty and then be like, all right, now I get to go to sleep. So, I mean, I could do it in the morning as well. And there are truck drivers that do it and live with it. Then there's also truck drivers that they park at truck stops and exercise and shower every day. So there's a way to do it if there's a will. Right now I just don't have the will for that, so I'm just monitoring my diet and going with that. Let's see. Time to get in the truck. Wasn't a bad day. I did 502 miles. Something that's rarely seen on my videos, if it'll focus. So tonight, beans I'm running on what's called recap. Because see, I've only got 5 hours left on my 70. Oh no. Because I didn't get a 34-hour reset. So what happens is I run what they call recap. For those that aren't in the trucking industry, everybody that drives a truck already knows this stuff. And what it does is recap the hours I used on my 70-hour clock on the 8th day, type of thing. So tonight I'll get 11 hours and 2 minutes, which will push me up to what did I say? I had 5. Yeah, so I'll end up with over 16 hours on my 70. I'll use maybe, I don't know, 10 of those tomorrow, and then I'll get another almost 8 hours the next night. But that's getting home on Friday. I cross my fingers, and what it does is you just get the hours back from basically 8 days ago to get added back onto your 70. It still prevents you from being able to sometimes prevents you from being able to drive a full day. I haven't run into that yet. But there we go. I'm not sure what the class is. Initially, I thought it was a CrossFit based on the size of the tires that are actually propped up against the doors. But anyway, the recap will happen and continue that way until I get a 34-hour reset, which I'm hoping to get this weekend. Because I didn't last week. The weekend after my birthday, I was home for 24 hours, so wasn't exactly the best birthday weekend I may have had ever. It's probably slightly better than the ones I spent over in the deserts of Iraq or Afghanistan or some other countries. But, because, I at least got to see my family. I am all over the place in this video, and I'm sorry, but that's okay. That's what these videos are for, just to be all over the place. And now you've got the steady shot. This way people can, their stomachs can settle down a little bit. And we'll go from there. Let's see. Yeah. So tomorrow should go pretty smoothly. Coming to this location, I had to detour 4 or 5 times off of the main highway because of construction, and that the exits I was planning on taking were closed. Not just, slow traffic. They were completely eliminated. And that happened on several occasions. So I ended up going right by the University of Michigan. I think that's in Ann Arbor. So for all you Michigan fans out there, it's a pretty nice looking college. And I was driving through downtown. That's always interesting. But I prefer not to do those kind of things because it's slow. It tends to be really slow. Yeah, that's it. Time to edit this video, which I do with GoPro Studio. It's a free editing program on my laptop. And it goes really quick as far as the editing part, and then it's got a render. And that takes longer, but I don't care because I watch movies. I'll download a movie onto my tablet or my phone, and I'll just watch movies while it's doing its thing. So it doesn't interrupt my night for maybe about 10 minutes I dedicate to it. There was, in a previous video, I mentioned this, there was a Maverick driver that I rode with to a restaurant on a weekend. I was stuck in Indiana, Portage, Indiana. And he had mentioned, and I think I talked about this once already, but I'll talk about it again, what the heck. He mentioned that there was a Maverick driver making videos, and why would anybody ever want to waste their time doing that? You're obviously not working hard enough if you got that kind of time to make videos. And I didn't say anything. It's like people are going to feel the way they want to feel. But I'm thinking to myself, if you don't have time to make a video or watch a movie when you're done driving, you may be working too hard, because there's 10 hours in your 10-hour break. And if you're sleeping for 8, that gives you 2 hours. And I typically eat in my truck and watch a movie. And that's 2 hours, So, I mean, you've got time to do stuff. People, it's interesting. Sometimes people that I run into, or truck drivers I speak with, make it seem like all there is time for is driving. And that is not always the case. There seems to be a lot of time for waiting at particular shippers and receivers, but if you're just driving all day straight without stopping, your day's over really early, because you're only allowed to drive for 11 hours in a 24-hour day. That gives you a lot of time left versus the 14-hour day and then 10 hours off. So all right, it is 91 degrees here in northern Detroit, Michigan. I think it's Royal Oak, Michigan. So I'm going to move to the back where the AC is keeping everything cool. If any of my videos have helped you determine to go with Maverick Transportation, I'd appreciate it if you'd use my name as a referral. You can either put it on the electronic application or the paper one. There's a spot for it. Or if you're really Not sure if they'll get your information. You can always go to my YouTube page and send me a private message. Give me your name and your phone number, and I'll be sure Maverick Transportation knows who you are.